I don't know, bro. Like, it can be, friendships can be hella toxic. Okay. Hey you guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. My name is Hazel, and if this is your first time visiting with us, make sure that you click that like and subscribe button, and also make sure that you turn on your notifications so you don't miss the videos that I put out each and every week. First things first, welcome to 2022. We made it. We have gotten through the last 2 years of pure HE double hockey sticks. But if you're sitting here watching this video today, that means that you made it through. You didn't give up. You kept pushing. And here we are. So I have some new goals for this year that I'm going to talk about in my next video when we go over creating goals, maintaining goals, and sticking to them. But in today's video, we are going to talk about something that is high on a lot of people's priority list going into this new year. And that's friendships. So we're going to talk about friendship breakups. We're going to talk about letting go. We're going to talk about jealous friends. And we're going to talk about the whole term, no new friends. Y'all already know how I like to do. Just jump right into the video, because if not, we'll be stuck here forever working on the intro. Okay, child? Okay, so the first thing I want to touch on is friendship breakups. Yes, it is a real thing. I feel like I have gone through 2 of them myself. At least 2. I feel like I went through one and I could be going through one. And it is a very hurtful thing. If anybody has ever experienced a friendship breakup, you know that is, it almost feels like you're going through a romantic relationship breakup. Because this is somebody you spend time with, you've built a bond with, you've shared your darkest secrets with, and now that relationship is just slowly fizzling away. Is that a word? Fizzling, sizzling, it's going away, okay? But it's just, it can be a very, very painful process. And I know for me, with the first friendship breakup that I had, I was always on the fence about whether or not I wanted to try to rekindle that relationship. I had to weigh my pros and cons to find out if it was something that was really adding value to my life and to that person's life. Because you have to think, in a situation like this, you don't want to be selfish and just do what's best for you. You want to do what's best for all parties involved. If you are currently going through a friendship breakup, you think you may be going through a friendship breakup, or you have recently gone through one, I just want to give you guys some tips and pointers on how to get through that. I made a pros and cons list, and I weighed out the positive side from the negative side of what I was experiencing within that relationship. Because the negatives outweighed the positives, it was kind of an automatic that relationship had to be terminated. So things that I did was, first I started off by having a conversation. Unfortunately, that is something that a lot of us don't like to do. Don't really like confrontation, don't want to have those types of conversations, but I feel like it's something that's necessary so that it doesn't leave either party like left in the dark. It doesn't feel like you're ghosting someone, and it gives that person an opportunity to work on what you thought they felt at in the friendship, and it also gives you an opportunity to work on what you felt on in the friendship, so that both of you guys can be better to the next set of people that come into your lives. So I had that conversation, and there were some things that were said to me that I didn't necessarily agree with, but I respected that person's feelings. There were things that I said that they didn't necessarily agree with, and for the most part, they respected my feelings, so I have to give them that. But that was the first step, was just having a conversation to acknowledge that there was even a problem there, and then deciding, okay, are these things that can be worked on? Are these things that I really want to put forth an effort to, that I want to exert my time and energy into in order to try and fix? Once I came to the conclusion that it wasn't something that I really wanted to put any more energy and effort into, I slowly started to remove myself from the friendship. It wasn't something that I did just cutthroat, just straight, just like, okay, I'm done with you, I don't want to talk to you anymore. Although there are some times when that is necessary, but in my situation, I just gradually removed myself. So I went to less and less events. I took less and less calls. I responded to less and less text messages. And for me, that gradual decrease of communication it's what made it a little bit easier for me to get over that friendship breakup quicker, because I was already getting used to and getting accustomed to not having as much communication with that person. And I think that it did the same thing for them as well. It was times that I missed my friend. It was times that I wanted to revert back and just, I wanted my friend back in my life. But I also had to remind myself of the reasons that we were no longer friends. I don't know, bro. Like, friendships can be hella toxic, right? And if you know that you're in a situation that somebody is not giving what you're giving, or they're taking advantage of you, or they're not really respectful of you, if you're in any of those types of situations, then you need to remove yourself. And it can be hard sometimes, because when you form a friendship, you can become dependent upon that relationship, because you confide in that person, you talk to that person about everything, you go to that person about everything. And so it can be hard to detach yourself from that, and it can be scary, but it's a necessity in order for you to maintain a high level of mental health, in order for you to maintain some type of sanity, in order for you to maintain some type of peace. You can't allow yourself to stay in a situation that is really not benefiting you in any way. So when you're going through a friendship breakup, you just have to constantly remind yourself that this is for a reason. I've tried before, and these things continue to happen, and you have to put your foot down and just decide that it's something that you no longer want to allow into your life, that you are fed up with, that you no longer want to deal with. That's pretty much my take on friendship breakups. It's a necessity, it's hurtful, it's painful, but you gotta do it. Okay, so next we're going to talk about letting go of a friendship, which it goes right into what I was just talking about in regards to friendship breakups. Sometimes it can be extremely hard to let go of a friendship, just as it is hard to let go of a romantic relationship. But when you're in a situation where you're unhappy, you have to decide how much you respect and how much you love yourself, and if you want to allow someone to give you anything less than what it is that you are going to give to you. So when you're going through the process of letting go of a friendship, find things to do that give you joy and happiness. I found that being alone, not even being with my other friends, I found that being alone and doing things that allowed me to learn myself, that allowed me to grow, allowed me to pour into me, allowed me to learn who I was back then versus who I was now. Doing things solo were things that helped me to push forward and to be able to grow and kind of gain like my own identity outside of that particular friendship. Whereas when I was friends with this person, a lot of the things that were happening was I was second guessing myself, like, well, man, should I do this? Was that the right decision? Should I make this career move? Should I date that person? Because I knew that particular friend would always judge every single move I made. So when I was going through the process of letting go, I decided to focus on me and nobody else around. Like, I had other friends that I could confide in. I had other friends that I could jump to go hang out with and spend all my time with. But I needed that healing time alone. And so the letting go part is not really anything lengthy. There's no secret formula. There's no extensive conversation that needs to be had. It's just focusing on yourself, doing things that make you happy, and doing things that help you to learn who you are, what you want, what you don't want, and what you're willing to give as you move into new friendships, or as you're trying to maintain the relationships or friendships that you already have established outside of the one that you are in the process of exiting. The next thing I want to talk about, which this is a big one for me because I feel like I'm going through this currently, and that is jealous friends. So we have all had situations where maybe you're working towards a goal. It can be career oriented, it can be relationships, it can be just a personal growth journey that you're on. In my instance, it is social media in regards to increasing my engagement, increasing my following, increasing the quality of the content that I'm putting out. Also in regards to like my mental health and just making sure that I am at a level playing field at all times versus constantly being up and down. And so in order to focus on those two things alone, I had to really take some time just to kind of like look at myself and decide what it is that I really want out of life in regards to those two things. So what I noticed is that during the process of me deciding that I wanted to really pour into my content on TikTok, that I really wanted to kind of niche down and organize my Instagram, that I really wanted to focus on creating quality content for YouTube, while I was deciding that I really wanted to do a lot more self-care, self-love, personal healing journey, just loving on me in good ways, and then also loving on myself in the ways that maybe weren't as ideal, like holding myself accountable for things that I could have done better in life. I feel like I have certain friends that have, I just feel like jealous is such a strong word, but it fits the situation. I feel like I have friends that played happy to see me be successful in those things, but aren't really happy to see me be successful in those things. And it just comes from lack of communication, changes in behavior, inconsistent congratulations when achievements are made, from seeing them support other friends much more than they support you. And I feel like in a way I set myself up for that, because you should never really expect anything from anyone. But call me foolish, but I expect support from my friends. And so there were several situations where I had things that happened in my life that I felt like, man, like my friends will really be proud of me. I had just a lot of positive things that were occurring in my life, and I feel like certain friends were not there to celebrate those milestones with me. I felt like they were watching from behind the scenes, and it almost felt like low-key hating. Like I'm just gonna be transparent, because I'm in a mode of being honest with myself and those around me. It felt like, and it feels like to this day, that they are not as happy for me as I would have expected with the things that I have accomplished. And when you're in a situation where you have friends that are, I'm going to put in air quotations, jealous, because that may not be the correct term depending upon the situation, but when you have friends that are not genuinely supportive of you, it can make you start to second guess that relationship, and it can make you wonder why that person is really around you in the first place. And so that is a situation, which is why I said in the beginning of the video that I feel like I'm going through a friendship breakup, because as I'm really like analyzing and dissecting the interactions that are made, it just seems very take, and nothing is being given back to me in regards to things that I can do to help, and also in regards to support. I am a very supportive friend. I love my friends. If you have something going for you and you need the encouragement, I'm going to give you the encouragement. You don't have to ask me for it. I support my friends. If you open a new business, I'm going to promote your business for you. I'm going to support your business in any way that I can. And I'm always going to let you know how proud I am of you. And I'm going to let people around me know how proud I am. I'm sorry, I think I said proud of me. How proud I am of you. And I'm also going to let the people around me know that how much work you put into what you're doing, how passionate you are about what you're doing, and encourage other people to support you. And I feel like I've done that for certain people, and it hasn't been done for me in the slightest. And when I see it being done for other people, it just kind of feels like a kick in the face, because it's like, damn, bro, like I really put everything I had into this friendship in all aspects, and you're kind of like shitting on me at this point. And so that's where I stand with what's going on right now. But if you're in a situation where you have jealous friends, I just say exit. Sometimes it's not, that part is sometimes not even worth the conversation, because 9 times out of 10 they're going to deny it. But if you have like a feeling that somebody is not genuinely supporting you and that they don't genuinely care about what's going on with you, I would exit. And what I learned about jealous friends is that they a lot of times don't feel good about where they are in their lives. And so anytime that they see you, or anyone for that matter, accomplishing something, especially if it's something that they want to accomplish too, then they tend to downplay and downgrade what it is that you're doing. And I don't have time for that, because I put so much work into everything that I do. My personal life, my professional life, my social media life, my family life, my friends' life, my relationship life. Everything that I invest my time into, I do it with the most heartfelt, thought out, genuine, pure heart, like purest heart. And so if I have somebody that is tainting that, I can't deal with that. And I understand, like, there's times that I feel bad about myself, but I'm never ever going to downgrade my friends. I'm never going to downplay my friends' accomplishments. I'm always going to support and encourage my friends, because I want to see you win. Just because I'm not winning currently in this season of my life and you are, doesn't mean that I can't be happy for you. As a matter of fact, help me, teach me what you did. Like, I'm going to come to you for advice, like, damn sis, like, you are really killing the game right now. Help me learn so I could kill the game too. Or if it's something that you are killing the game in, and then another friend comes in and they start killing the game in that too, don't be mad at that person. Don't hate on that person. Don't downplay that person because you feel like it is dulling your light and dimming your sparkle. It is room for everybody to eat. It's room for everybody to win. It's enough room for all of us to get to the coins. It's enough for everybody to have success. It doesn't matter what the market is. Everything is oversaturated at this point, but you should not be upset with your friends for winning. Like, that's what we're here for, to help each other win. And so that boggles my mind. I get frustrated every time I think about the lack of support and the lack of encouragement and the lack of just genuineness that I've received over the last couple months. I just get so upset about it, and I shouldn't, but I still do, which is why I feel the way that I feel. But don't be that friend, and don't let a friend who's doing that to you stick around. You don't want somebody that makes you start second guessing yourself and makes you think, well, damn, is my work really not that good? Is it really not that big of a deal? Am I overhyping my accomplishment? Don't allow somebody to do that to you. And the last thing that I want to talk to you guys about is this whole no new friends rule. Now, I heard, I think it's Tariq Ali. Let me look it up because I want to make sure I give him proper credit. Yes, Tariq Ali. I was watching his video the other day, and it's crazy because I was planning on doing this friendship video, and he was talking about it in the last YouTube video that he uploaded. And he said something to the notion of everybody's on this whole no new friends journey. And it's like, F that. You need to allow new people into your life. As you're growing, you need to allow people into your life who can grow with you, are on the level that you are on your way to, or that you've already entered. You want to be friends with people that are that align with the season of life that you're in. Essentially is what he was saying. And I agree with that 100%. Please stop with all this no new friends, no. Like, you will find yourself stuck in a rut. You will find yourself stuck in a place with people who don't really care about you, people that have outgrown you, that you have outgrown, but because we're so loyal, we don't want to move on. We don't want to allow the opportunity for new people to come into our lives and love on us and support us. But meanwhile, over here, you got whoever, I'm trying to think of a name to not put nobody out there, but you got so and so over here not supporting you and not loving you, but you're gonna stay loyal to that. You're gonna stay loyal to toxic. You're gonna stay loyal to hating. You're gonna stay loyal to jealousy. You're gonna stay loyal to someone who's disingenuine. But you're blocking your blessings, and you're blocking the opportunity to allow people into your life that genuinely care about you and that genuinely want to be around you, genuinely want to see you win. People who are where you want to be, that can help you to get there. Because no new friends. Allow people to come into your life, vet them, experience things with them, and pour into those friendships. Build new bonds. Create new foundations with people, and see where it takes you. It's okay, even if you're not going through a friendship breakup, even if you're not experiencing a jealous friend, even if you're not having to go through a process of letting go, it is still okay to allow new friends in. And the icing on the cake is that the new friends you make don't have to be friends with your old friends. It's okay to have a separate identity from your old set of friends. I have so many different sets of people around me, but every set serves a different purpose. I have friends that I've been friends with for 10 to 15 years. I have friends that I have been friends with for the last 6 months, and I love them equally. I feel like they support me equally. I feel like I support them equally. If I'm not, y'all let me know, because I know y'all watching this video. But I don't hold this group of friends higher than this group, because I formed a bond and built a foundation in a relationship with both groups that I feel equally loved amongst everyone. But then I also have friends that I've had for 10 plus years and friends that I've had for 6 months that I'm slowly exiting from, because they're no longer serving a purpose in my life. They're no longer making me happy. They're no longer bringing me joy and peace. And so my advice, especially to you young people, don't let these people be talking to you about no new friends and having you feel like you gotta just stay with people that you've known all your life and that's it. Can't nobody else come in. Steve Harvey said it the best. Everybody that come with you can't stay with you. Sometimes you gotta cut people off and let new people in. If you guys have any suggestions for people that are going through friendship breakups, or who are kind of talking on a line of deciding whether or not this is something that they need to move forward with in their life, leave it in the comments below. If you've gone through a friendship breakup, let us know how it made you feel. I want to know. One, because I'm nosy and I just be liking to know what happened with y'all. But I like to learn from y'all too. So hopefully this video was helpful to you guys. Make sure again that you click the like and subscribe button. Also click the notifications bell so that you can receive the new videos that I put out each and every week. Thank you guys for sticking around, waiting for me to come back. I promise I'm going to try my hardest to be consistent with you guys. I want to put up a video at least once a week. We're going to start with once a week for the next 12 months. So pray for me. Okay? Alright. I love you guys. Bye.